On this episode of Tabletop Continuum, hop on the wagon, have a nice cup of warm cider, and accompany the members of Postal Karma through the snow on this merry, festive Yuletide one-shot, and adventure back home to Mealeqbanejo. Join us for a parody Honey Heist as the party is given a rite of passage from the bountyfolk to steal a sacred sword from the Mealeq Royals and betrayed Siobhan and Ankor. As we say welcome to the World of Morath. Hello everyone, welcome to a new installment of Tabletop Continuum. This is Tyler.
This is the part where I say my name, right?
With
Yes.
me, Robin.
I'm Austin.
My name's Valkyrie.
Melissa. Oh, right. I'm M.
I'm sorry, Em. You broke up there for a second. What did you say?
I'm M.
I'm sorry. Could you say that one more time?
I'm M.
Welcome in on our end of the year winter holiday little one shot where we are doing a little bit of a parody on Honey Heist. Big shout out to Grant Howitt, the creator of Honey Heist, because that's what we're kind of parodying here. So make it that what you will. Honey Heist is, I just personally love it. Not sponsored in any way or anything like that, just wanting to play a thing. And considering we are not playing as bears, can't exactly play Honey Heist as it is when you're not bears. So we have some slightly different mechanics. But first, we shall get into the wonderful plot lines. Which
Real quick.
Meow.
I'm really sorry to interrupt everything. I just wanted to take the chance to say when you said end of the year, you should have said M of the year.
Puns. Robin's got them. I will
Are
not
we
be
good?
disrespected in this house.
Are we good?
Fine.
So, you all have been invited to the heart of Mealeqbanejo, within where the majority of you used to live, the Mealeqbanejo Royals sector. In a call for truce, you recently were given a letter of recognition during one of your nights of relaxation at an inn within one of the many merchant kingdoms of the Monody Kingdom Collective. The letter read, "To the members of Postal Karma, your names both in group and in singlet have spread like the greatest pyres, your connections and collections of alliances, ones that be tested not. Your prowess begets you triumph and advantage with the common folk among all realm nations that we, as the rulers of Mealeqbanejo, alone have only dreamt of. It pains us that it was by your rightful departure that we finally acknowledge the cracks in the system we have made in an attempt to represent and respect every creed of folk and believer, not once thinking of the individual. As such, we beseech to you, especially to our former gone Siobhan O'Hullen and Ankor Galdarm, a royal invitation to the annual Winterlure Festival. You will be renowned as guests of honor, and your social ranks restored and bequeathed. We will provide you free tailored attire for the occasion from our personal seamstresses, should you come some days early and find peace within our royal sanctum. May these times of chaos bring order once more as we hope to see you home. May Galetta's stars shine and guide you, and may Galta's lights empower you. Sincerely, Queen Helena Rai of Feyakin of the Midsker Kingdom.
Blech.
This is quite the convenience, as your recent find at the bountyfolk headquarters has led you to pursuing Loch's vision of joining an adventurers guild. As a rite of passage to whatever guild within the bountyfolk of your choosing, you were given the task by the head of the bountyfolk, which her name is in fact Lady Enya Elmeric. Your rite of passage, bequeathed by Enya, is to steal the Sword of Faces, a weapon that has been secretly dubbed hidden within the Royal Mealeqbanejo safe room within the chambers that you are invited to sleep in during your stay, that the Royal Battalion has also been tasked to keep quiet. However, Lady Enya Elmeric insists that you retrieve it for her as your test. Whatever else that you wish to take is up to you once you get there. Gold, jewels, weapons, scrolls, whatever. However, Lady Enya Elmeric does warn you that the Sword of Faces is one that changes one's mind and face in society. You have to be careful that you don't wield it for too long. Keep it at the very least, in a scabbard, or have some barrier between you, your skin, and its form. Or else it may take your face and make it one of blood by consuming others' own. So,
Merry Christmas.
So, yeah.
is that Anchor?
So, yeah, Anchor knows that now?
Anchor does know that.
So, Anchor is going to turn to the group and say, why did we agree to this?
You know, if anything, this just makes it more convenient because now we have an excuse to be there.
I'd rather not have an excuse to be there other than to claim Alex's head.
We're
Well-
here. Oh, God.
I mean, this could be an excuse to get Alex's head, considering that this is like Winterlore is a pretty big holiday. You know, it's more than likely that he will be there, considering his rank.
As well as every other royal guardsman.
Well, the thing is, we have been notoriously good at evading capture. So, what's one more day?
You mean getting out of?
Next question. I'm more thinking for myself than anyone else, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But I mean, if we are gonna do this, we are going to need a plan. And we're gonna need some way to figure out who's gonna do what, because it's not like we can just all group up together and just kind of stand around with our thumbs up our asses and expect this to work out. Especially
Well-
considering, like you said, the amount of guards that are going to be there.
Well, I have my own strings that I might be tugging on at the party, connections that I've made over the decades.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Which, as you all continue to communicate, why don't we start figuring out your roles?
Didn't you like that segue?
Yes.
You're welcome.
wow,
What'd you get?
I didn't get anything yet.
Oh,
Just-
how are we supposed to roll for this, by the way? Because
Just roll.
I read
just,
the rules, but I didn't.
Yeah, just roll a d6, and whatever number that it is, I'll tell you what it represents.
Oh, that's why I can't find it. I'm
What if we
dumb.
have doubles?
How do you have a double? You only need one d6.
No, I mean amongst the group.
If you have doubles,
Everyone
then the
rolls a
two.
one.
if there's any doubles or anyone like or anyone has the same number, whatever, re-roll until there are as few of repeats as possible.
Please tell me someone else gets a 3.
I got
I got
five.
a 1.
Which
You're the
one's-
muscle.
Why are we
I got a
doing it
5.
this way?
I got a 5.
Do we have to fight for 5 then?
Oh, gotta fight for 5.
All right, I'll reroll again.
Okay, so how do we what's the fight for 5 going to do?
So you guys just roll again.
I got a
and-
6. I rolled again, so I got a 6 now.
Okay.
Okay.
So actually, I don't know what the rolls are.
So okay.
No, I mean I know what the rolls are. I just don't know what number is assigned to what.
Yeah.
the
So
thing, I'm
what
not-
did you roll?
A 6.
6 is the driver, or like the leader of the group, the transporter.
Not Yordiga. Okay.
Would you
I
rather
think
be
you
the
have
hacker?
it bad. I'm the brains.
Cree's the muscle.
Oh my word.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 3 and my intelligence is an all-time low.
I
Angry,
mean,
the himbo of the group is the
thankfully your
brains.
D&D stats don't necessarily have to relate here. Depends
But
on
we still
how.
have to play our characters.
Yeah, that's a
Anchor,
fair
the
point.
himbo of the group is the brains, and Cree, the 5-foot-tall bard, is the muscle. I mean, to be
What?
fair, I have a higher strength score than some of the members of our group. It's better that I got the muscle than Angus.
Or Yordia.
Robin, what did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
You did anyone else get a 5?
I'll take that as a no.
Yep, so Angus, you are the face.
Actually, that makes sense for Angus.
That's appropriate. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Siobhan, what did you get?
Oh, sorry. I got a 4.
You, my dear, are the thief of the group.
Oh,
The one role that Yorgia sort of fits, and
Mhm.
Siobhan's taking it.
Why is this
Sorry,
happening?
So Kree's the muscle, Anchor is the brains, Yorga's the thief, Angus is the face.
No, Yorgia's
and,
the leader. She's the driver.
Oh, Yorga's the driver. Wait, who's the thief? No, Siobhan's the
I
thief.
am. Siobhan's the thief.
I got the voices
Excellent.
mixed up because I wasn't looking at my phone.
Heck. We don't sound that similar.
You don't sound that similar. I don't know why I mixed you guys up like that then.
Because we're
This
both
is gonna be
altos.
great.
It's gonna be horrible.
This is gonna be
It's gonna be
great.
This is gonna be a
It's
nightmare.
gonna be hilarious.
Which,
It's
while you
fine.
guys begin to contemplate your peculiar change of plans, let's all roll again to figure out our skills.
So
If
what
I
do
don't
we
get
roll for
iron
that?
stomach, I'm
Another
broke.
D6. I'll tell you what your number represents. If there's any repeats, you fight.
Okay.
6.
If I don't get iron stomach, I'm going to be upset.
I got a 3.
I got a sense good and bad folk.
I got a 5.
Hold on. So,
Give me the numbers.
Yorga, what did you get?
3.
You got agility.
How is that supposed to help me? Okay.
So, and Anchor, you said you got 4, the sensing good and bad folk.
Yep.
Cree,
5.
any other 5s? I'll take that as a no. Cree, you have courage.
Aww.
You know, to be fair, I was going to play Kree, I did want to say, I was going to play Kree as if everyone at least knew about her tail. And I was
Aw.
also going to play her with a little bit more confidence than she actually has right now because I thought it would be because it's a one shot and it doesn't like matter in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
So like I'm gonna play around with this a little bit.
Okay, Siobhan.
I got a 6.
Siobhan, your skill is finesse.
Hey, something that
Ooh.
fits.
All right.
Angus,
I got a 1.
you can terrify.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Well,
I
I'll
have a
figure that
question.
out.
I mean, like, you can destroy people with fireballs, so like that's pretty scary in of itself.
And you can also threaten certain things.
You shish kebab a few people.
Yeah.
Now, in relation to who you are as individuals within this group, let's roll everyone's descriptors as well.
This is just gonna be a nightmare.
I hope I get either a 5 or a 6. That's all I want. Wait, I know.
I got a
want
5.
Ankor to get the 5. Yes.
Well,
The
excellent.
praise
got
the
five.
group. God
Wait,
dumb.
Wait, I got 5, so you can roll
I
again.
also rolled a 5, but I
Oh,
want Ankor to
no!
have done, so I'll roll again.
I am not rolling again. I want 5.
You can keep 5.
Okay.
You can keep
I'll roll again.
5.
Keep it.
I also need to roll again because I also rolled a 5.
I got 6.
All right,
I
I
got
got.
three.
Now you open this can of worms. Now lie in it.
Oh no, I got 3 too. I have to roll again.
I have
Okay.
a
No.
2. I got a 2.
Okay,
Oh
See?
no.
I mean, you've dealt with a lot of shit, so being a veteran kind of makes sense.
Not really, because Cree only stole food, not a freaking
She's only
sword
ever
from a
taken
party.
like as much. She's only ever taken food from like places where it wouldn't be missed. She's never gone to a big party before. This is all
Leoden
new
is a
territory.
lot.
She's
Leoden is a lot more of an influence than we thought.
I mean,
Yeah, what did
Leoden
you get
is the
again?
reason.
Oh, I got a 4, which is
The Iron Heart, but untrusting.
All right.
Oh,
Siobhan, what did you get?
3.
Not new, but still relatively inexperienced.
Oh, good.
That's fitting.
Siobhan, you
Dang
want
it.
to switch?
I'm super good at it. It's finesse. Cool.
Angus,
Yes.
what
Oh,
did you roll?
I got a 6.
Unapologetically blunt.
That's the one I wanted.
And you're gonna be the face of the group? What the fuck?
Yikes.
Listen, sometimes when you talk to
Crazy.
nobles, they really like it when you just kind of get snippy with them.
And then they like chortle him like ho ho ho, the peasant is being smart.
Angus is not a peasant.
Oh, yeah, Angus will be the peasant. I see.
Release
heard.
his inner noble rage.
I see. I'll make note of that when I visit your estate next summer.
Ooh.
When we're looking at renewing contracts, I'll remember that.
Oh no.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
Very much so.
How
No.
is Cree supposed to be the veteran here? She's the muscle and the veteran.
2 things she is not.
For a reason.
2 things she is very much not.
This is an AU for a reason, dears. I knew
Alright.
this was going to happen.
Oh,
Alright, let's get
gosh.
one thing straight. Anchor is the brains. And his descriptor is dumb.
But
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
Idiot
This is gonna be-
savant. Idiot savant.
Yes.
So, now that we got those figured out, how about them clothes?
Oh yes, I like clothes.
Closing.
Angus is about to go feral.
Anything's fine as long as I'm not recognized.
Alright. So this is a winter ball, correct?
Yes.
Okay, give me 5 seconds.
Oh, buddy.
Angus, can you help me pick out an outfit? I don't know what to wear.
I already have something in mind. Come with me.
This is going
Yes.
on. Corey kind of peeks in just out of nowhere, looking at you, Anchor. What you doing?
Oh, Angus is picking out outfits for us, I think.
Ooh. Wait, for what?
Heist?
Hi. Oh.
So, um,
I cannot believe that Enya actually gave you that. For a test? That's a little much, don't you think?
Very much so, yes. I am not excited for going back there.
Well, I mean, you can go in style.
What do you mean?
You just see this cheeky grin come across his lips. About 30 minutes later, you guys, all of you, see Anchor stepping out from a dressing area in short but still noticeable heels and a dress.
What?
Pretty, Anchor.
Oh my.
ooh,
Thank you.
what kind of describe the dress, coward?
The dress, it's a relatively simple halter top. The back is open in a bit of an ovular shape with a taper just towards the small of the back. The skirt has three has three plates, I guess, for lack of better phrasing. You have the front and then the two at the back. There are slits right where the thighs go, and then there is a smaller slit towards the bottom of the skirt from the back plates that mimic a break in like a train.
Wow.
Is it kind of like that one I drew ages ago?
Yes.
Here, hold on. Let me scroll back up and find it.
Yes.
I wasn't listening.
I'll say I wasn't either because I was distracted by messages.
I was the one who asked, so this is more of a problem if I'm not the one listening.
Scrolling past all the sketchy anchors. There's the
For
magical
those
girls
that want to
theories. I'm getting
describe their
close.
outfits,
Angus
I
said-
believe I will go ahead and describe Korean Angus's outfit, although
oh
the
yes,
Yeah.
party here already has images. Korean Angus will be going for a very light complexion here. We're going with some soft pastels of purples and lavenders with lots and lots of white. Um, Angus's sleeves are made of a sheer material, almost completely see-through to show off his lovely arms, but the cuffs you see are not see-through. He's got a very nice little vest going on with a little cravat. And although it's shorts in the picture, it's a winter ball, so he wouldn't be caught dead in shorts, they're pants. And Pri, who is not going shoulderless, as this image is showing, she will be getting a nice, lovely little fur shawl to go with it, is also wearing a matching lavender and purple and white dress, two-layered, the secondary layer peeking just underneath being made of another sheer frilly material.
It's in
And a
sort of
cute little bow on the front, right at the waist.
it's sort of a cupcake sort of shape.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Cute.
Does
I
it
am-
come with?
Go ahead.
Are we also going with the little necklace thing around the neck in the picture?
Oh yes, yes. It comes with.
Good,
Thank you
because
for
I'm-
reminding me. A frilly little lace collar around the neck.
Good, because I'm going to be drawing this eventually.
Aw.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so Georgia steps out in something that is very different, and that is, um, hers is much more dramatic in sort of looks, very befitting of her as a person. Let's be honest. It is a dark navy blue floor length velvet dress. It's a cape like situation, And over top of the main part of the dress, which is a dark navy blue velvet, is a even longer sheer train that goes even about a foot longer than the dark blue section. And on this dark blue veil that's over the main part of the dress, on the black veil that's over the dark blue part of the dress, is these designs of stars. Some of them are just small, like the tiny dots, but there are also some main parts that are like star shaped. And this is a shoulderless dress, and along the shoulder section is a light silver trim. And this dress like trails like 2 or 3 feet behind her on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Beautiful.
is-
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Mhm.
He immediately comes over and is just like lifting at the material, not like lifting your skirt or anything, but just going, I am into it. I'm enjoying it. It's a wonderful choice.
Siobhan, what are you wearing?
Let's see. Well, I thought I posted an image in the group, but my internet is stupid. So,
Shoot.
Oh, you.
what am I wearing? Okay, cool. Siobhan.
Oh, you probably put it in the Facebook on accident. So I see you posted a thing in the Facebook chat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
and
access any. I
can't
can't
see it.
access any of the. No, I know it's fine. I can't access any of the Discord categories. That my phone just isn't strong enough. So,
Oh.
I am here talking, and that's what matters. Oh wait, no,
Okay.
hold on. It just kicked on. Okay, holy shit.
Woo!
That is a beautiful dress. Okay, but Siobhan comes walking out, in basically a slick ass white tuxedo.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's complemented by a silvery grayish blue undershirt and tie, but the collars of the or one of the collars of the tuxedo is also the silvery blue color or silvery gray blue color of her tie, and part of the shirt is it's hard, kind of hard to describe, but yeah, part of the shirt in the tuxedo is longer, so it kind of drapes down one leg, not very far, almost to the knee, but kind of like some kind of odd sashy part. I'll see if I can find
I
what I'm talking about.
believe I found it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, because I'm looking in the collection as well.
I googled sick ass white tuxedo, and I like that one the best.
Are you
Ooh.
talking about this one? I just put it in the campaign 1 chatter.
Did it come up? Campaign 1.
Internet!
I know. Oh, internet. Yep, that's the one. Bingo.
Ooh.
Yes. But yeah, mine has or Siobhan's has light blue snowflakes embroidered on the coat as like embellishment.
Ooh.
It is a Yule ball after all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks hot. Thank you.
You just hear Angus quietly in the background going, "Yas."
Only because this is non-canonical do you hear Angus go, yawn.
Yas, queen.
Lame.
teacher said that to me once.
Come through, mama.
My teacher
Come
said that to me
through.
once. He said, "Yas, girl." It was great.
This has become too much of an influence on Cree. You're slowly corrupting her.
Ah.
Yes,
No, that was
Cree,
Valkyrie talking.
yes.
Yeah.
Now I can't stop thinking about the Yas cat.
Oh my god.
No.
Yacht's cat is very good.
You want
You want
Yeah.
treat?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
now
You want to snuggle?
with,
Yeah.
with your attire figured out for the ball, you guys. Um. Well, thankfully there are 3 nights for the festival, so you can use the you can do whatever you wish to do for whatever as the first night begins, and all of you stand at the front gates in your respective smashing formal wear, along with hundreds, if not thousands, of other folk that are in front of you, behind you, next to you. Just a conglomerate of folks standing at this gorgeously and just haughty, so bright that it's fucking disgusting estate, as eventually the gates that are in front of you, like these swirls of metal, just as if as if by just some like a power or a force, begin opening inward into the courtyard that you see. They expand, and everyone begins to slowly inch their way into the area. You see obelisks, pillars after pillars with arrays of designs, like dedicated to Mealeq architecture. A few bushes that have been shaped into certain creatures or um, iconographies, I like integrated and ideal to rainbow culture. The grass is clean, it is slick, almost looks like it has a permanent morning dew. There's a smell that just hits your senses, the aroma near but not quite intoxicating. It's welcoming. It is the mix of the near overstimulation of your senses with such beauty. It takes you aback a little bit, and you wonder what is going on here as the crowd begins to make its way closer and closer, deeper within the courtyards, going towards the front of the estate proper, wherein you see people begin to get into lines. Two, two lines at the ends, each with a respective guard. You can only assume, lack of a better phrasing, maybe more akin to a bouncer, who inspects everyone to ensure that there's an invitation before escorting them inside. The doors, giant double doors, ornate behind them, after a large trek of stairs, is just the faintest bit ajar, the slightest bit welcoming to passengers, as the light of the chandeliers and the sounds of the orchestra inside you can just barely make out from the point where you stand. You all slowly get closer and closer, and out of curiosity, what is your walking order right now?
Yorkia is leading the way. Well, Yorkia should probably go first. Yeah, Yorkia is leading the way.
The Angus is probably right behind her, just kind of taking it all in,
Kree is
scoping
gonna
the
be
room
right
out.
behind Angus.
Oh
Because they got the matching outfits.
Oh shit, I didn't yet.
I
True.
guess Anchor is gonna be right behind.
All of you continue
Bottom
to
right
inch a
right
little
here.
as all of you begin to like inch closer and closer. You're only about like 20 feet now away from the bouncers. However, given how slow the line has been going, you're probably going to be stuck here for a few more minutes as out of nowhere, Siobhan, Anchor, the two of you get a sudden feeling of something not quite being right as there's a sudden little waft of the faintest pressure the littlest bit lower than your lower backs.
Are weapons allowed? Were weapons allowed at this party?
Uh, you were not told by Enya about the specificities of weapons.
Cool. I would like to have snuck just grass whistle, only grass whistle, up my sleeve.
So what you're going to do with grass whistle?
Um, oh, let's see, a light pressure. Um, I'm going to spin around and uh, I have finesse. I have the skill of finesse, so I'm going to spin around, whip out grass whistle, and just twiddle it between my fingers, making sure that this, whatever this was, sees that I'm carrying heat to this party.
You just pivot just hastily around and you see a very short figure with a tiny hand, a finger just slightly extended out, just wide-eyed, a curious little look on their face. Immediately seeing you turn around, their voice, well, not their voice, their head looks up to you and you just hear a, huh? Oh, Reginald. You immediately see this woman just quickly pull the short little figure, who you could now deduce is her son, her very tiny son, close to her. I am so sorry.
Oh no! It's like
It's all right.
You'll
she is
have to
down.
excuse him.
No,
Oh
no,
no
no,
no
no,
no!
no, 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 no.
It's all right. Siobhan kneels down in the direction of the child and goes, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" And makes grass whistle disappear back up her sleeve.
Whoa! That's so cool.
Thanks.
How'd you
Happy.
do that?
Oh, well, when you are an adventurer, you learn a great many, sometimes useless skills.
Anchor just nods
Dude.
beside her.
Tyler,
Yes.
do I recognize this woman at all from my knowledge of nobility?
Um, I would say you do not. There are there are definitely a lot of human nobility that your part of the Feywild have certainly interacted with, but this particular woman and her child are a little low in the aristocracy for any importance.
Fair enough. I'm not expecting to know literally everybody and their cousin.
Yeah. Um. Hmm. Yeah, Georgia is kind of like staying like behind. And also, I'm going to note this to the DM now before we get into anything important that
Yeah.
Georgia has chosen this dress not just for flair, but also she has her 10 darts and her dagger hidden in pockets about her dress. So she has
Noise.
she has done that to hide her weapons in her.
That is one way to get a woman excited. Have a dress with pockets.
Yeah, a dress with
Yes.
pockets for weapons. With knives. Yeah. Knife pockets.
Anchor is just by Siobhan goes, man, how do women wear these? There's no pockets.
You gotta
Siobhan
make
looks
the
at
pockets.
Siobhan looks at Anchor and chuckles. It's like, I stopped wearing those gestures to the dress years ago.
I can see why.
I always have pockets.
Can I just say that at almost any opportunity, Kree's like happily swishing her dress around and just enjoying the like swishing motions of it. Like
Oh
if
my
there's
God,
enough room,
I
she
would
starts
totally
like
do that
spinning
too.
too.
Aw.
Because she's never
Dress
worn
goes spinning.
anything this fancy before. She is enjoying it.
Alright, as all of you begin to slowly continue your way, the line getting shorter and shorter, you just quickly, from outside of any conversation that you've had amongst yourselves, hear a loud bellowing, "Next!"
What?
You're gonna have to do that
around.
again.
Yogia turns around and she has all the papers that are needed and she presents them to the bouncer. And she's like, "Oh,
The
this is for myself and my 4 friends. I was doing a head count. I was making sure we didn't lose anyone in line."
the bouncer looks at you for a moment, especially at you, Yorgia, since you're kind of instigating things right now. You notice that he has major resting bitch face as he inspects the invitations.
Yogia smiles, like trying to like be a little bit more friendly with this dickish guy.
Postal Karma.
That's us.
He immediately just closes the invitations in his hands, like almost seamlessly folding them, handing them back to you. Yeah, Queen Helena Rye wants your acquaintance. You can just go up the other stairs into the main ballroom. You'll be able to see the royalty towards the front. Um, don't know exactly why you're an esteemed guest, but if it works, it works. Hop on inside.
Can I just say that Anchor grumbles at the comment like the queen wants to see us? Just Anchor goes, that makes one of us.
Angus is immediately grabbing onto his Anchor's shoulders, like, ha ha ha! Yes, you're so funny. Come in.
Oh boy, this is gonna. Yogia's just like thinking to herself, "Oh, this is gonna be a long night."
Swish, swish,
You
swish,
guys begin to
swish,
make your way into the like as you guys do. Bleh, I cannot talk right now. All of a sudden, as you guys begin to walk in between the Titan-sized double doors, the brightness of the chandeliers overhead and the architecture and the designs just come back in full force. The colors of the what I can only really best describe as like Leonardo da Vinci style, just notable pieces of paintings on the ceiling
That's
decorating
Michelangelo.
everything. Yeah, I'm sorry, Michelangelo.
I, I'm
I did
sorry.
not do I did not do well in art history.
Oof.
Angus looks up at the ceiling and looks to Yorga with a side glance and says, someone's overcompensating, you think?
Yogia
Yeah.
nods in like very strong agreement.
You see a lot of metal as accents within the pillars. A little bit of gold and bronze primarily. as the colors in the room are very warm, very bright. There are a few sofas where you see some nobility sitting, chatting up a storm. You see a few butlers and maids scurrying through, handing trays with bright.
Is it an upward staircase or a downward staircase?
It's upward, and you also notice there are parts of the staircase that also go to the left and to the right, also upward.
Is it like the same room?
No, they go to wings.
Okay. All right. So Yogia zeroes in on those doors, and then also the ballroom. So I'm thinking we may have to split up. So she like pulls everyone in and like starts whispering to them. So there's those two doors there, and then the ballroom. I'm thinking that um I'm thinking Cree and Siobhan.
Hey, wait, I just want to say a quick thing.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Or ask, I need to ask the DM something. I
Yeah.
was doodling
Okay.
when the guard said a thing, and while I heard what the guard said, my brain did not, in any way, shape, or form, log that information anywhere. So what did the guard say?
Guard said that the queen has requested that you meet her in the ballroom for a conversation.
Okay, that's what needed to happen.
Okay.
Shouldn't we all meet with the queen first?
Hmm.
Just that way she won't ask questions
Now,
if
Yeah.
we aren't all
Good.
present.
here's the
That's a
question,
very good
however.
idea.
However, should we all go talk to her, or do you think that if we send one of us as a liaison to maybe distract her, that'll be enough to, you know, keep her
Yeah.
calm?
That is a good point. Thing is, though, is
Don't
we
we have
don't
like
want.
3 days to steal this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3
That's
in-game
true.
days. So we don't
So,
have to do it right away.
So we should. I think since we were all invited to cast off suspicion, we should all talk to the queen at this point.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just so she knows that we're all here, so she isn't like wondering about our whereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
Quick DM question.
Yes.
Do I, from my knowledge of the queen, which I assume, despite being from the Feywilds, but being a part of nobility, know a decent amount about,
You sorry.
know much about her? Do I like her? Is she cool? What's her deal? As far as I'm
Mm,
concerned.
Queen Helena Rye and really also the Mealeq nobility, you know to have a strong priority of keeping face. They have a reputation of not being the most sincere in a lot of their trading transactions and inquiries, their truths, their legislature, especially when it comes to interacting with the Feywild and keeping ties with kingdoms and alliances that are not human.
I see.
So they're basically what's the words I'm looking for?
They're assholes.
Racist.
Yeah, but there's a specific word I'm trying to look for.
Racist.
A fake. Well, yes, no, but
They're
like it's
bigots.
What was
fake
that?
out. Like
Bigots.
yes, but no. Like fake allies. Like yeah, it's like fake allies. Basically, is the one.
Yes. They are very much fake allies.
The word will come to me like in 2 hours, and I'll just shout it out.
Fantastic.
Internet
But
Explorer.
Yep.
but yes. Also, you do know that it's not just the queen that rules, but she works pretty much 50-50 with her husband, the King, Lucille Afeakin. They do have two children, the Crown Prince and Crown Princess, Caden, and its Rana, respectively.
Hmm. Well, shall we?
We shall. I think.
Yee.
I'm sorry.
propose.
I'm not the leader tonight. Not that I ever really am a leader, but still.
Fair enough. So you guys make your way up the stairs into the ballroom, getting a few looks from some of the nobility, because we have in a somewhat unexpected reality for some of these nobility. We have a rather strong, strapping woman in a tuxedo. We have a very, very muscular looking man in a really, really nice dress.
What's the matter? Never seen a guy in a dress before?
Not.
Oh, oh, nope, 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 nothing's wrong.
Is that a
And
cat I heard?
that was probably a cat,
Kitty.
as well as just Cree, Angus, and Yurgia. You three
Swish,
just
swish,
having
swish, swish.
very, you three more so getting looks of awe as opposed to the confusion that Siobhan and Ankor bring.
Swish, 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 swish.
As you all, oh,
Yokia is soaking up the attention. She isn't like making any faces of like or anything, but she's like internally she is loving the attention she's getting right now. And those who know her at any level can see the look in her eyes of she is loving the attention. Side note, Cree, all your dress needs is jingle bells at this point.
Oh my gosh. She would be a tiny menace with jingle bells. Just ding, 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 ding.
there's a jingle bell on her collar.
Aw,
Yeah.
yes.
There should be a little bell on her collar. It would be cute. And she would be a mighty hunter with it. Because the moment she takes it off, she gets like advantage on any like sneak checks.
She kind of sort of has like her right hand on her hip, and she's kind of sort of twiddling with her hair, not really like paying the queen deference, but still kind of too cool for
Oh,
this.
have we made it to the
'cause,
queen?
You know,
No,
I'm
you
so
guys
sorry,
are
haven't
still,
we?
yeah, you guys are still walking into the ballroom as soon as the
Okay,
doors open. Well, I was letting you guys talk.
sorry.
Yeah.
I was just gonna be like glaring at a
Anger's
few
just
people
grumpy.
staring at me like, what's the matter? Ever seen a guy in a dress before? I'm pretty.
As you can just
Anchor, you're so
immediately
pretty.
hear
You're
in the
so
back of
pretty.
your head, just Corey going, "Yeah, you were." As all of you begin to like finally go into the ballroom, you see two other guards. They open the doors for you, and it's just another just blast of light hitting you. You would think that your eyes would have gone temporarily blind by now, especially from the first time that you came in. Nope, we're going around two, as there is an over embellishment of golds and bronzes with these statues, and you're just hit even more with a loud, melodic, almost it's almost uncanny how the music is. Winterlore is a time of celebrating. It is a time of celebrating not only the start of winter, but also the the allowance of chaos. So the music, which for those, namely Cree, that may not be so so known, so versed of rainbow culture, the music is mm, weird, weirdly melodic, but primarily atonal. But it's
For
it's
the
an
first time,
interesting atonal where it makes sense, but it also doesn't. It's a weird barrier of melody and dissonance.
for the first time since Kree's put on the dress, she has stopped swishing and is now just kind of like confusedly listening to the music, just trying to figure it out.
Is this a
And
celebration of a?
she's probably just gonna give up and like keep going, but it's still like if she gets like a moment of thought, it's mostly just gonna be like, what is up with this music?
So the music is weird, right?
The music is weird. It still has a time, but the lack of a coherent melody and counter melody like in the same key is slightly it's pretty off-putting for those that are unaware or unknowing or simply have never really gotten into this side of Rainbow culture.
Is this a celebration of allowance of chaos or the cause of it?
Yes.
Anchor, when it comes to nobility, especially royalty, there's only one thing that you need to know. It's a
Just
celebration of an excuse to have a celebration.
oh, I thought you were gonna say that stinks.
No, it's just an excuse to have a party. Any excuse possible.
Hmm, this stinks. You're way better nobility than these punks.
Like to think so?
Aw.
As you keep saying this, all of you begin to notice that the music is as horrific as the melody and things sound. The time is still in that of a waltz, and you see at the core of the ballroom, the dance floor, you see many folk, obviously human, very very few half elven or elven, but very much primarily human dancing with each other. You see primarily couples. You see the occasional three uh th- the three people and four people groups towards the other side of the ballroom. You see on a bit of a ceremonial pedestal. You see four chairs. Two of them that are much taller for their backs and more at the front of the pedestal. The two others diagonal of the other two with shorter backs. You see there sitting the royalty, Queen Helena Rye, King Lucille, and the crown prince and princess.
What species are they, by the way?
They are human.
Okay. And any other defining features about them? Do they look like assholes?
They do look like assholes, all but the crown princess, which you can't quite make your mind on unless you guys want to roll. Unless you guys want to roll for it, which I will have you
I
want
can
to.
I can
Kree's
You
tell
too
roll for
distracted
maniac, considering this
watching
is
the
slightly in
background.
relation to things, to see if you can figure out anything about her.
I
Why?
Kree's
have a
too
sense of good
distracted
and
by
bad
the
folk.
dancers.
Okay. Yeah, you anchor using your skill. Actually, roll me for your skill.
Oh geez, okay. So just
Yeah,
roll a
you still.
d6.
Yeah, roll your d6. If it is higher than where your current stat is, which you're going to be in right in the middle, which is 3. Well, yeah, we'll say 3. If it's higher, if it's going to be 3 or higher, you succeed. If it's 2 or a 1, you fail.
I rolled a 6.
Hey, that's awesome. And with a 6, actually, I'm going to add a little bit of a twist.
She's a
You,
bitch, isn't she?
you immediately recognize her as Lady Enya.
Okay. She still
That's
sounds.
that's the bitch from the bounty folk who gave you the quest.
The
What?
fuck?
Excuse me?
She wants to get back at mommy and daddy for something.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
I just look at her wide-eyed, but I shut the hell up.
Oh, you don't want to share this information with the group?
Not in front of the king, queen, and prince.
Fair enough.
Good point.
How close would you guys say that you are to the royalty right now?
We're probably getting close, but I think Kree is probably too distracted by all the people dancing than to be really like paying attention to the royalty right now.
As all of you begin to slowly kind of curve around the dance floor, Enya is actually, yeah, the crown princess is the first one who sees you all. Ankor, you immediately see a look of realization of, oh shit, they're here, and she quickly looks away for a moment, trying to give off this quote unquote natural air of bigoted royalty, as one must.
Anchor does like a fake glare at her and kind of a realish glare at the rest because he doesn't see them in a good light.
It's then that you notice the Queen Helena Rai sees you from the corner of her eye. Uh, Immediately, you see her soft, almost fluorite colored eyes just sparkle in realization, and she gently brings herself up from her throne. The king next to her starts to try and extend a hand out to her to make her stop, but she stops him for a moment, holding the hand out with a finger basically going, I have this. Before she grabs the front of the skirt of her dress, beginning her way slowly down the bits of steps of the little ceremonial pedestal before she makes her way to all of you. The closer that she gets to you guys, you notice that she has very long, straight, almost like a soft, a sandy blonde hair. Her skin just the faintest bit sun-kissed, with a little bit of a warm undertone to it. Her dress with her dress, basically think like Anastasia's dress in the 90s Fox movie, but a lot more designs in the sheer sleeves, a lot of designs of leaves, of trees, of circles, almost like berries. And on the skirt of the dress, you see embroidery extending from about starting at the latter fourth of the dress, going down on the very edge of the skirt, which the back extends to about a 4-foot train. She looks at you guys, her hands together. Postal Karma, it's lovely to have you here.
Um,
It is our
York-
pleasure, Your Highness.
Yorgil turns, like, looks to Angus and is kind of like expecting him to do all the formalities.
Angus, with his knowledge of human nobility, attempts to do the proper bow for this situation.
That she smiles and gives a very calm, complimentary curtsy. I hope that things have fared well for you all. Hopefully, your travels here for our festival was not too treacherous.
The travel was fine. Nothing really much of note. Few
Re-
goblins along the way, but handled.
Well, considering your name has spread so far and wide throughout the archipelago, I would only wager that unfortunately some people may wish for your heads.
Yes, well, are
The
you
woes
really
of an
anyone?
adventurer.
Yes, well, are you really anybody in this world if they don't want your head?
Fair enough. It makes me wonder if adventurers and nobility have far more similarities than people may realize, but I digress. Make yourselves at home. This is only the first night of our festival of winter lore. I
Hmm.
hope that something will come of this time of change. Which actually that does remind me, and she immediately looks behind her, calling out in uh, calling out in Mitzkareem to her husband, who begrudgingly comes up. You see him wearing a rather haughty spectacle of a crown about on his head. His hair slightly wavy, also a sandy blonde, but his eyes a notable bright, almost frosty hazel, as there is a fur trimmed cape over his shoulders, extending down behind him in a similar 4 foot length behind him. The main color of it, a deep, deep turquoise, as you see a rather beautiful traditional uh, suit underneath with a sash and some medals, indicating that he has certainly been aid to the Mealeq Royal Guard time and time again. As he walks to his wife's side, yes, we wanted to inform you that in relation to what Queen Helena Rye had written to you all about our woes, about what happened to you all, we have since we have since gutted a vast majority of what once was the new Mealeq Royal Guard, and we have started anew. Alex has been demoted, and Oxer would have had a demotion as well if not for his peculiar demise as he side eyes you, Siobhan.
How bizarre.
Siobhan gives like this little tiny twinge of a smile and just winks. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that.
But regardless of that, all qualms, lost life, things akin to that. With this severance and hopefully renewal of the new Mealeq Royal Guard, we hope to be enough of compensation for the lack of care, for not only keeping an eye on the Royal Guard and ensuring no corruption, but unfortunately not being able to see the corruption that you were victim to. So we at least hope that with the chaos that happened, this change will be seen as a new order.
This isn't an invitation to rejoin the Royal Guard, is it? Because I must inform you that ship has sailed.
Well, it would have been had you not have stated that, but I appreciate your honesty, O'Clain.
I I cannot speak for Anchor, Ankor is his own person and is free to make up his own mind.
Don't waste your breath.
Well, young Galdarm, at least know that we hope that you and your family can hope to see Mealeqbanejo as home again. It will surely be a slow process, but one that we wish to have some advice from you all as being ones of rather strong renown as of late. We hope that maybe your influence can be heard. But enough of the somber talk. We have a festival to get to, don't we?
Aye.
Indeed.
Eleanor looks at her, looks at Lucille for a moment. From the corner of your eyes, you see Enya kind of twitching her hand a little bit, kind of looking out, scouting. Eleanor looks at you all. Well, do know that you are not confined to the ballroom. This may be the main place of gathering. However, there are a few places where you can be. You can spectate around. We do have a few statues and things of note that you can certainly read on. But there are definitely some places that we would highly suggest you do not tread for your own safety.
That seems reasonable. What are these places?
None of your business.
Well, then how do we know to stay out of?
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
what
about
I'm
to-
asking.
Is there a guard in the way? Is there what's the?
There will be guards.
Well, then that'll cover it, won't it?
Okay, thank you.
I figured, given some of your experiences, that would have been rather easy to recognize. I guess probably the lack of connection with the guard has probably tested your knowledge as of late.
You'd be surprised.
Yorgia is not hiding her glare right now. She can tell she's being spoken down to, and she's not hiding the fact she's not happy about it.
Angus leans in very closely, squinting as he just stares at her dress for a moment. He goes, "My lady, you may wish to go speak to your seamstress. It seems a few stitches have come undone, right along the left side there."
Excuse me, and she looks towards her skirt.
Anchor just looks, just like not really looking for it, but just goes, "Oh yes, you're right."
Yes, terribly so. Oh, goodness, that is quite the garish sequin work as well. No offense to you, of course. I mean, goodness, I blame your seamstress, of course.
The
Siobhan just,
skies.
Siobhan just looks at the queen and just is like, eh, your dress
Oh
is
no,
ugly.
Angus is just like, uh, uh,
Oh, oh, damned be the skies. I'm so sorry. I will talk with my seamstress. Are you certainly okay if I'm away?
Of course, of
it's
course.
perfectly fine. Of course, I understand these matters. Go speak to your seamstress at once. I understand.
Certainly. Thank you for your understanding. And holding, clutching onto a very large majority of her top skirt, you guys barely able to see her a second layer of of silk underneath, along with a little bit of the petticoat peeking out. She just embarrassingly, like you see just how red her face has gotten all of a sudden, quickly begins to make her way around the thrones, going to the other side, wherein she is quickly talking with the seamstress behind a door.
I, I feel
Oh
so
my
bad for
gosh, you guys just
Beatrice.
bullied the queen.
The king looks at you all. You're all rather lucky that she plays dumb.
Oops.
Well, I mean, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Who said there's
boy.
anything about a prize?
That will be enough of insulting the royalty for now. Thank you. As I usher the party away, and anybody that's trying to talk Angus just goes, nope, 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 finger directly into their mouth. Like, nope, no, no.
Into the
We are
mouth,
done. No,
on
no,
top of
Uh,
into.
no.
In that case, I'm
Into.
gonna lick.
He does not. He does not even care. It is. This is a common gesture among the elves. I have now decided to shush people. Is to just stick your finger in their mouth. Just, no, you are done talking.
Yes. Yeah, you're done. You're done talking. Proceeds to gag them with finger.
Oh,
For this one shot, this is how it goes.
oh.
Something tells me we're not gonna get anything done this one shot.
Oh
We're
no.
not even
Okay.
gonna.
Okay, that was probably a bit long on the roleplay. So let's just
I was
skip to
having fun
another
with the
day.
roleplay.
I
was
mean, the
actually gonna
roleplay is
ask.
nice, but it's like we also have like an hour 15 until the night is done.
Fair enough.
It's fine.
So,
Mhm.
for the sake of simplicity and timing, we shall say, you know what, actually,
I
to
still
make this
have
even
information
better,
to relate to the party.
yes, you do. Which now that Angus has ushered you all away from earshot of the remaining royalty.
He's just like you see him like wiping his fingers off on the nearest servant.
Sorry about that. It doesn't make any sense. This,
What doesn't make any sense? Because a
the,
whole lot of things aren't making sense to me. I'm very confused.
well,
Put
firstly,
his fingers in my mouth.
I just thought that was Angus being Angus. But but it doesn't make any sense that Enya is the princess.
Why not?
So I'm more confused
Well,
now.
well, she's the one that gave us this quest, right? Why
And
didn't she just steal it herself if she's so close already?
mm, clearly she didn't want to be implicated in the first place.
Mm.
She's probably hoping that if we get caught, we'll be the patsies and we can't prove her involvement. That'll solve a lot of her problems right away.
That is
And if we
true.
get caught and she fingers us for the crime, she can probably steal the artifact from us and then claim to have no connection whatsoever and never have to pay us.
That is true.
I
Plus,
think she deserves a nice double cross, if you ask me. Let's steal this, give it to her, and then steal it back and abscond in the night.
I say we steal it from her, and destroy it. Because you know what it does, right?
Mm, no, actually, I I I
She
knew we were
told
after a
us.
sword, but oh damn it, you're right. Yes,
Yeah, and yeah,
I know
did.
exactly what it does.
Yeah.
I
Messes with
just
your
understand
mind, man.
better.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that sword is too dangerous to be kept in existence.
Mm,
Are you sure
Then
it can be destroyed though? Because I mean, if it's lasted this long, there's gotta be a reason why it's lasted.
It's Mealeqbanejo. This place is not a good place. They probably intend to use it
I've
for,
never been here.
well, I lived here most of my life, and it is not pleasant for someone that's not human to live here.
that is true.
Mm.
Like, most folks look at me and just see a dirty half-orc here?
As you hear behind you, well, you know what? Fuck them. As all of you turn around and you see two very familiar figures. One of them not quite so familiar. One of them you see a very notable 5'4" red-haired bard, dark red hair, in a very nice traditional kind of tuxedo. You see a similar height young lady, darker skin than her compatriot, very dark, almost raven black hair, beautiful deep ruby eyes in and slightly uncomfortable in her outfit as it is in a similar dress, at least skirt wise uh to Yorgia's, but having slits at the sides where she also has a bit of sleeves as well, about 3/4 length. But she's managed to sneak some combat boots, and there's another gentleman, much more timid, with a crow on his shoulder, a top hat, and a
I know who
more
it is.
unexpected colored and patterned tuxedo, as you recognize two of these folk as Tori and Corey. The third one with the crow, you have no idea who he is.
I, as a player, know who he is. I made him.
Exactly.
Cree only knows who Corey is. I, the player, at least know who Tori is because I played her for a short time.
Yes. By this point, we could probably say that Kree has been told of the wonderful gunslinger who shot a guiding bolt out of her gun and eviscerated a fucker.
Oh, absolutely. Anchor will forever remember that and cherish that memory.
As you see the three of them, Corey just looking at you for a moment, Anchor. Hey, look at you!
I do a little twirl like, yes, I know, I look so pretty.
Dude. But yeah, kind of funny how you mentioned that, because Lady Enya told us in private that we could take the Sword of Faces for a promotion in the Lorelocks.
That's
Uh,
not what we were informed by the same woman.
Yeah, we were told to steal it for her.
I mean, we were told to steal it for her as well, but if we got it, we would get a little bit better rank in the Lorelocks.
So we should work together to achieve a common goal, is what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not sure that's what is intended. Because if you remember, the Lorelocks, all the other guilds within the Bounty Folk, they work together, but they don't.
Mm,
This might be more of a game, a race. I don't know why. I don't like it. But I mean,
well,
we could at least turn it into a little fun competition.
I suppose. But who's the
Look,
top hat gentleman with you? Nice crow, by the way.
oh, him? He's, he leans over to him a little bit. What's your name? Oh,
Tori doesn't know.
just talking with my bird here. My name is Harrison of the Fords.
Nice.
Pleasure to meet you. And he very, very enthusiastically extends a hand out to you all. As you hear from the crow on his shoulder. Erwin says hello.
Kree says hello to the bird first.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh,
Indeed.
I shake Harrison's hand.
Tori kind of steps in. Now, let's make this an even playing field. We've already gone through the entire establishment. We've figured out a route to get to the Sword of Faces.
do tell.
That's good because we just got here.
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to go back out. We need to go through the West Wing, go down a flight of stairs to get to one of the lower levels, go down a hall, and unfortunately, a lot of these halls are filled with guards, if not possibly arcane statues that come to life when you move. So we still need to figure out a way to break that. But after that, there should be another lower level with a small hallway where I believe your lovely former buddy from the guard is guarding the sword.
Alex.
That's his name.
And can I stab him? I'd like to stab him.
Oh
Not
god,
that I
I'm-
should kill him. That's for Anchor and Siobhan to do. But
Siobhan's eyes just like glitter. Like she is so fucking happy, and the most evil, happy, mischievous grin just very slowly creeps onto her face.
Yorga?
Yes?
This person? Show no mercy.
Can I soul spaghetti?
Soul spaghetti galore.
Soul spaghetti.
Wait, what? What is soul spaghetti?
Nope.
Trust me, you don't want to know. Oh, Yorga, you told me, but you should. And now I'm telling you, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Okay, well, now that we have told you this, it's game time. As soon as we step outside of the ballroom, it's you against us. How does that sound?
Right.
Right.
Fine by me.
Alrighty
Still
then.
seems silly to me, but okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. One question.
Yeah?
Before we start, I wanted to go dancing for a little bit. I've never been dancing before and I want to try it.
Okay. Fine by me.
You know,
And then after we dance, then we can start.
all right, sounds good. Corey is immediately like, hell yeah, I'm in, and he pounces onto you, Anchor.
Whoa!
As Harrison looks at, Harrison and Tori look at you others.
Kree
So,
immediately goes over to Angus to dance and ask him to dance. That's what she's.
I would be
Angus, you wanna dance
delighted
with me?
to. Yes, of course, my darling. Let's go.
Angus is
as
gonna have to teach her how to
Harrison
ballroom
and Tori
dance. She knows how to
look.
jig, but that's it.
Oh,
Lucky for you, I am trained in ballroom.
She's just so excited.
aw. As Harrison and Tori look at the two of you, Yorgia and Siobhan. So, who would like to dance with who?
I don't dance.
I've never been much of a dancer myself.
I guess you can spectate. As Harrison looks at Tori for a moment, Tori kind of shrugs at it indifferent. Yeah, whatever. As she begrudgingly takes his hand, as the rest of the group, except for you two, begin the dance.
Hey,
Now
Siobhan.
Huh?
Siobhan, super quick, both of you,
Mhm.
roll me.
Mhm.
Roll me from, if you want to see if you can find anything special within the area. Roll me for Maniac.
Ooh,
I
okay.
got 1. Oh,
Oh
fuck. I also rolled a 1.
no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Rather
Nothing.
unprecedented change of events. You two try to be as best of wallflowers as you can, and also trying to scour about the area, see if you can find any special shortcuts or anything that can give you an edge within this new race. And you're immediately welcomed with a very drunken individual that comes up towards you guys with a drink in his hand, struggling to keep his weight. Hi, how's it going, ladies?
Push him over.
Uh, can you describe this man a bit more for me?
Best way that I can think, the simplest way that I can think of to describe him is Robbie Rotten, but a lot more in better formal wear.
Free?
Hi ho!
So, Robbie Rotten
Would you
in
like to?
formal attire is what I'm getting in front of me right now.
Yes.
This is the worst thing that has ever happened in my life.
Just a drunk Robbie Rotten in front of you guys, struggling to keep his balance. His gait is all kinds of screwed up with the amount of booze that is in his system, and he still has remnants of a drink in his hand, just sloshing in and out of the chalice that he has, going on the floor as he's trying to get closer to you guys.
Hey, Georgia doesn't even. She looks at Siobhan, looks at Robbie Rotten, looks at Siobhan, looks at Robbie Rotten, and walks away.
You know what? You know what? Siobhan looks at Robbie Rotten, puts her hands on her hips, kind of cocks her head or whatever, still looks at him, and is like, "So, you want to dance?"
And that's where we time skip to where the dance is over. Siobhan, this man
Oh
has
my
convinced
gosh.
you to have at least one drink. It wasn't very strong because,
Oh, good.
fortunately or unfortunately, the alcohol that is served at a festival like this is not about that the nobility don't like getting drunk. They just more like the buzz. So it's very weak.
Mhm.
But all of you for about 30-45 minutes to this peculiar atonal waltz have a rather nice bit of a dance before the song changes to another cacophony of chaos to your ears, but in a different key and a different time. You're not quite sure. The more like slowly through the course of the night, the music has been getting a lot more and more nonsensical.
Are we getting into Tchaikovsky? I'm getting drunk.
Tchaikovsky.
Yeah,
Cannons
are
are
we
not
getting
an
like
instrument.
Tchaikovsky-esque music here?
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
it's
And I
like
will go through
Tchaikovsky,
plenty one
but
of
very
them.
much atonal.
Yeah.
But yes, now that
Yes,
everyone has their fill of dancing.
that was my only goal for this session. I just wanted to say that.
All
Yikes.
right, we have 1 hour left, y'all. We have 1 hour left.
I had one
We are not good at one.
We're not gonna
We
finish.
can do
it.
this. We can do this. No, I have
We
faith
can
in
do
us.
this.
We can do this.
Love the
Robin has
time
a question.
skips.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, before we run off and compete with each other, which I'm fine with, is there any way in which we're not allowed to fuck each other over in this little competition?
That was never specified.
Good, good, good.
Oh my gosh.
You touch my bard boy, I will. I know where you sleep.
You wound me, sir. I would never lay a hand on him.
Okay, you can prank him, but don't hurt him, please.
Flashbacks to being stalked the other day? No, of course not.
Angus?
I said I wouldn't do anything.
Uh,
I am nothing if not a man of my word.
So you say.
okay.
So,
Now, if the guards lay a hand on him, is that really my fault?
If the roguey bard boy can't get himself out of a little trouble, then can he really call himself a
that's a good question. As your two groups meet up at the front of the ballroom near the door again. All Corey, Tori, and Harrison look at all of you. Corey especially with the cheeky grin on his face. All right, so we told you the way through the West Wing. We know a route on the East Wing. Same length. It's not going to be anything bad. Figured it'd be kind of nice because we won't see each other.
Aw, I was hoping to see you all in action.
But if we don't see each other, how do we know that you guys aren't going behind our backs?
Harrison kind of peeks up. If it makes you feel any better, Carradine here can fly in between the wings and let you know if we're doing anything shady. You just see Carradine cocking her head a little bit.
I'd like to use my skill on him to determine how good he is.
Okay, roll.
crap? What's my skill again?
Another 6!
He's
damn.
Ford.
Yeah, man.
Ford is telling the truth, and also
Oh yeah, I have courage.
Yes.
I had to like just scroll down to the skills and look at them.
Yeah, he's honest. I believe him.
Carradine just looks at you for a moment, Anchor, then to the rest
And
of you
her.
guys.
I just nod at Cadwin and say, and her.
Corey chuckles. Well, then it's settled. Carradine will watch both of us, be sure that no one's doing anything shifty. So, as soon as this door opens, it's game on. We good?
May the best thieves win.
Yeah.
Oh, and one last thing.
If we win, we get your raise.
I like you.
Can we just open the door already?
Okay. And Corey begins to very slowly push the door. He looks at you, Anchor.
Georgia squeezes through and uses her agility, and I'm going to use her agility skill as she starts sprinting through the door.
Oh, for Pete's
Nice.
sake, I'm just gonna shove the door.
Oh, Corey just immediately shouts, "Love you!" as the
Love
three
you
of them.
too!
Okay, I rolled.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you are like speedster right now.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
are very
nice.
much speedster right now. No trouble with your balance at all as you immediately dart through the West Wing, going down a hall, completely forgetting about your friends for a split moment as I want you to take a point up in Maniac. So take that 3 to a 4.
Okay. I'm confused. Oh, do we start at 3, like at the middle road?
Yeah, you start at 3. Now
Mhm.
you're up to 4. If you get either a 1 or a 6, shit's going down.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh,
So
boysies.
the rest of you begin to make your way up to Yorget, slowly catching up. Yorget, you have to stop because right at the corner of a turn in the hallway, you see 2 guards going back and forth in between this long, incredibly long hallway. You can barely make out an entrance to a door on one end and a large staircase going down on another.
Hmm. I turn to the others and I point and it's around a corner, right?
Yes.
So I stop right there and I hold up my hand to the others that to basically say stop, don't go around that corner. And then I like imitate like a marching guard to like indicate there's guards over there.
How
To-
many? How are they patrolling? How are you running these?
what was the question?
How many?
What's their formation?
2, and they're marching around. She was like barely whispering.
All right, third question. How the hell do you run in heels?
Don't. You don't.
Most people take them off by now.
I stopped wearing them years ago.
All right, I'm just gonna take off my heels and ready for them as weapons.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Should
Now-
we just take them out?
Oh, I don't think we should take out somebody so soon, especially so close to the ballroom. That is definitely going to be spotted the minute a shift change happens.
Oh
Me-
yeah.
yeah.
Good,
But
good point.
you know
I
what
agree
won't
with
be
Angus.
noticed?
What?
A young couple causing a distraction because they snuck away to an unguarded room for a quick dalliance. Hmm?
Oh.
Your yes pushes Cree into Angus. Well, you two go have fun.
Wait, she definitely could not pull off. I'm about to go have a dalliance, and you and I both know.
Yeah, yes, we
What's a
both know
dalliance?
that. You don't want to know.
Then who should go with them?
Yorga and Siobhan. How about that?
Yeah, Siobhan
What?
just clears her throat.
Oh. Georgia like shifts at her at her shoulder strap and is like, oh okay.
See, you both flowed off so wonderfully. I'd almost imagine that you really do want to do something like that with her.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Siobhan, is there something you're not telling me?
Oh my.
Spicy.
What?
Now, go over there, we'll sneak past them, and then we'll let you in from another door or something.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
find another way in for you.
All right. Yogia like holds out her hand to Siobhan.
Now, make sure you do the whole giggling and oh tee hee, we're sneaking off bit.
Siobhan very eagerly takes Yorga's hand and kind of sort of pulls her, not very ferociously, but gently down the way that they're supposed to go, and just starts laughing.
Yogia looks very nervous, but she like starts she like turns that nervous energy into like giggling as she like runs off with Siobhan.
Now, the 2 of you, I need the both of you
Mm-hmm.
to roll me for Maniac.
Oh joy!
Oh,
All
no.
right.
Why'd you guys have to choose me? If I get up to a 6, things are not going to be good.
Well,
all we
I
know is
will.
that shit's about to go down, and we don't know
Yeah.
if that's good or bad for us.
Oh, you
Hey.
guys, that's a 5.
Ooh.
It's a 2.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oof.
Also, for a little bit explanation, If you feel like that you are too close to the edge, you can um you can move 1 point from socialite to maniac if need be, if you wish to have a flashback related to your adventuring, or you can voluntarily move a point from maniac to socialite by partaking in a social interaction, so drinking with the high class, eating hors d'oeuvres, dancing, whatever, if you are really in a pinch.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Good to know. Good to know.
so as you two, Siobhan and Yorgia, begin to go over and try to snicker away and cause a distraction, unfortunately, Yorgia, your chuckles are not quite as convincing as they sound more akin to a
I imagine that they sounded more like nervous laughs, like.
Unfortunately, the nervousness has been slightly taken over by slight haughtiness that Yorgia is normally exuding as is, and emotions are a little too much to differentiate at the moment as the guards look at the two of you for a moment. Hey, where the bloody hell you think you're going?
Uh, we we just had to explore the castle by ourselves.
You do know that you're mainly supposed to stay in the ballroom or the lobby, yeah?
Oh,
I mean, people can walk around sometimes, but probably not a good idea to be going any farther.
well, we were hoping that we would stumble upon two wonderfully handsome guards as yourselves who know the castle so much more than we do. And we were hoping maybe you could give us a tour. Flutter, 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 flutter.
Really sell it. Put your hands on them.
And Yogia is just kind of like nodding along and like kind of like makes like some like cute puppy dog eyes.
Considering this is, I will categorize this as part of your skill. Siobhan, roll me finesse.
Sweet.
Finessing these
Oh.
dudes.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. I need this. 5.
Heck yeah.
That still passes.
That's so good.
As you describe to me how you want to use your hands to allure these men.
Oh my gosh. I could
They
be
are your
sick.
puppets now.
They
Just
are,
give
they
them
are our
a,
puppets
like,
now. I could be
arm
super.
wrestle.
Okay. All right. I got it. I think I got it. Okay.
This was not necessarily the plan, but it does work.
I very gently put my hands on Yorgia's shoulders and just kind of like look at her and give her that like just trust me, just go with it, okay? Just it's gonna be okay. Like look and I lean into her and I look back at the guards. We were just looking for somewhere we could be alone together. Flutter, 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 flutter.
And yeah, she Georgia like wraps her arm around Siobhan's waist and kind of like hides her face sheepishly into Siobhan's shoulder, like, "Oh goodness, why would you ask that?" Sort of.
And we just thought that you two very big, handsome, strapping guards could assist us in that.
The guards kind of look at each other for a moment, look back at you two, look back at each other, and look back at you. I mean, we can give directions. The closest spot isn't all too far, but we really shouldn't be.
Siobhan walks up to the guard and is like, and very gently puts a finger to his lips, and is like, undoes her tie with the hand. She's like.
Anchor is watching this and he will forever treasure this moment.
I-
As long as
Oh
he
my
still
God.
stands.
Angus is just covering Kree's eyes. Please, Angus, just be covering
Angus
Kree's
has like
eyes.
wrapped one arm completely around Kree. Arm is around her eyes. Her ear is to his chest, and her other ear has a hand clapped over it. Like, nope, 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 nope.
She's just letting it happen. She has no idea what's going on.
And Siobhan is like, I guess we weren't clear enough with you two. We need to find somewhere to be alone because we want partners, not for dancing.
We want y'all to fuck us. You want to come watch us fuck? In the broom closet.
The
Y'all
two
want
look at each
this?
other again. Look back at you.
Distraction is what you're getting.
They, for a moment, you see them like contemplating, trying to force, and they're really failing at their poker face right now. Before they look at the two of you, just throw their javelins to the side. We know the way.
Oh no! And then this is how Yogia loses her virginity.
We're not gonna do them. We're gonna lock them up in a room somewhere. I mean, look, if you want to do them, I won't judge. I'm never going to judge you.
It is a one shot that isn't canon.
Valkyrie, are you okay?
I'm dying a little, but it's fine.
Two of them
Oh
begin
my
to
gosh.
lead you to the far door that you saw earlier, Georgia, across from the staircase that goes down to a lower level. You see that one of the guards, one of them that hasn't really been talking as much as the other, has a set of keys that are on his side.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Yorga, you.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh,
Yorga is
boy.
the thief.
Oh, that's true.
no, that's
Siobhan's the
Siobhan
thief.
is the thief.
Siobhan's the thief.
Oh, who's the thief? I don't know.
Siobhan
Siobhan.
is the thief.
Oh, it's
Love
Siobhan.
when a player says, "Oh, I'm the insert role here." Like, oh, I am? Oh shit, I'm the wizard.
I'm
Oh
the
wait, no.
bard.
No, wait. Skill.
I was
Oh,
pretty
wait.
sure that I thought Yorga was the thief because Yorga.
No, I'm the
because we
driver.
said
No,
that-
Siobhan is the thief. So Siobhan, you
Mhm.
want to try and
Okay.
snag those keys?
Oh hell
I
yeah!
can't
wanna try and
remember what
snag those
anybody
keys.
is.
Roll
Apparently.
me for thief.
Whoa,
Oh, come
wait!
on.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Oh, but
sorry.
what you thinking?
What's your idea?
I was thinking, we're about to do a little, so how about we just get them,
Mhm.
and then,
Oh, I see the
Oh.
shadows that you're doing.
I do know. This is good. Okay, yeah. Let's go with your plan.
yeah.
I'll be honest,
Perfect.
my brain was not able to fill in all of those blanks.
I think I have them filled out.
We're
I got 'em
going
filled
to
out.
we are going to get started with foreplay, and then once they are naked, we tie them up, and then we take their keys, and then we leave them there.
Oh, that's hot. I
Make
love
it
it. Let's do
kinky.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As you are led to the the door, like this small room, by these stupidly, willingly unarmed guardsmen, I want the both of you to roll me for maniac.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh
I'm
my
really scared. I'm really
God.
scared.
Oh no, another
what do you
2.
have to?
Oh, it's another 5, guys.
You
You can do
are
the-
carrying this.
You are
Yep,
carrying
yep.
the Siobhan. As Yorgia, you realize in the moment that this might not be the best idea as you struggle to keep with the moment. Siobhan, you are hamming it up with these folks. You are getting into it. You are having fun. But unfortunately, the fun has to end as right when these guys are just so into it. Siobhan, roll me for thief.
It, it helps that you're buzzed.
I hope so. I really hope so. I got a 5! Oh, this dice loves me.
It's okay.
That
Tyler
was Tyler.
accidentally left.
Hey, welcome back, DM.
The frick
Hey, what's up?
happened? Okay, so what did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
You snag the key from the one guard while he is a little too into the moment, a little too distracted by his current newly found problems, namely a third leg.
You could say that another problem has come up.
Yeah, you could say another problem has come up.
Yeah, this is kind of a hard situation here.
As just Siobhan, you quickly just swoop up your bridal style, go, sorry, gents, and you quickly just dash out, close the door behind you.
Wait. We need to tie them up first.
Oh, yes, you do
Yep, we're
manage to
time
tie
up.
them up as well. Before the whole swooping up, getting out, and then locking the door behind them.
Yorkia,
Oh,
like,
Did you
Yorkia
gag
has
him
been
too? Otherwise,
so
they'll call for help.
Yorkia has been so out of it in this situation that the second that Siobhan like opens the door to leave, Yorkia just like leans over her shoulder and just like waves a little bye as before she closes the door.
Well, that was quite a blood rush.
And then Siobhan just like is standing in front of the Yorgia, and then she just like jumps up and down the keys. Look at
Perfect. Now let's go. And she like, and Yorkia grabs Siobhan's hand and starts booking it back.
Back to the others.
What happened?
Yes.
What's happening? What happened? I don't know. Where did everybody go?
Well, we're still
This
with you.
uncovers everything.
You good?
Right as
Valkyrie
Kree
is
is
currently dying, I'm
released of
sorry.
Angus's grip, you see Yorgia and Siobhan, the faintest bit, like their hair, the faintest bit disheveled, but perfectly fine, unscathed, with a ring of keys.
Yes.
Golf clap.
I would love
Alright.
to hear how Corey reacts to that part of our story. I'm sorry. Valkyrie is currently dying a little bit. But it's okay. We can keep going.
Let's try and keep going before everyone dies.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I'm so
So
grateful for the
let's
house.
get going. And they Yorgia leads them towards the door.
Well,
Can
there's the
Kree pick
door,
up
and
one-
then there was the flight of stairs. The door, you just locked those two stupid butts in.
Those
Okay.
two.
And now we need to go to the stairs.
Yes.
Off to the stairs we go.
Can Kree pick up one of the javelins as she passes by? I mean, it's there, so like, why not take a javelin?
Yeah.
You are the muscle.
She is the muscle of the group.
This little
Yes,
itty
yes.
bitty malnourished kitty.
Well,
I'm
not
just
malnourished
picturing-
anymore.
I'm just picturing Kree like sprinting full force with the javelin and then just leaping with the thing overhead, two-handed.
She uses it as a pole vault.
But like
rather than
the
as a
pointy
javelin.
end into
Yes!
someone.
Javelin as a pole vault. I love it. As
No, she just kind of like looks at it, picks it up, and just keeps on going. No comment. Just
She's
"Hey,
just
a
holding
javelin."
on to it with
Yoink.
one hand or arm.
Starts to say something and just goes, no.
Her tail is like happily like swishing back and dress.
The floof. I always want to touch the floof.
all of you begin to go down the stairs, you notice that the bright spectacles of light and everything that you've been seeing so far in the halls begins to dwindle more and more the farther downstairs that you go. And you notice these stairs are going on for a little too long, and it's only right then that you realize that everything goes extremely dark. You can barely see in front of you, save for you, Angus and Cree and Siobhan, because you
Dark vision.
have night vision.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, hang on.
I don't remember if orcs have dark vision.
I don't believe half orcs do, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't believe half orcs do either.
We could position. There's 3 of us, so we could position someone at the front, someone at the end, and someone in the middle.
Yeah.
We just hold hands.
There you go.
Okay, who's taking the front right now?
Siobhan would probably take the front.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Siobhan will do that.
Okay. Who's taking middle?
Angus can take middle and I'll take back.
I'll
Okay.
take middle. That sounds good to me.
Okay. So
'Cause
all
Kree's
of you
got to hold
while
on to a javelin.
right. So all of you while holding hands going, "It's a small world after all," begin to go farther and farther down into the darkness, and suddenly, Siobhan, your foot is the first one to hit a shallow puddle of something.
I do have dark vision, by the way.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, you, Siobhan, as being the very first one, coming down from the very last step, your foot comes to something. It's a very shallow, like half an inch in depth, but it's wet. You're stepping into something and you're not sure what it is.
I look down to see what the puddle is.
You look down and it looks to be some sort of enchanted liquid. You don't know 100%. It looks like water, but it's slightly more viscous, and it also has a shimmer to it. There's very faint, vague bits of light coming from somewhere that's making it glisten.
Okay, all right. How big is the puddle?
What was that? You cut out.
Oh, how big is the puddle?
The puddle that you can see, it extends pretty decent. You currently see yourself in a 20 by 20 foot cubicle with 3 doors. One immediately across from you, one to the left wall, one to the right wall. And each door actually has different sigils on them.
Oh. All right. Is it safe to step in the puddle since my foot is already in the puddle anyway? Is anything happening to my foot?
You can feel. So
Alright.
from what you can tell, it may be safe.
I don't even know what position I'm in.
I'm gonna guess that it went Siobhan, Yorga, Angus, and Cree.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you telling me that Yorgia is the only one who doesn't have dark vision?
Yes.
I'm the
You can-
driver and I can't see.
And when Corey is with us, he's probably human, and he also.
Yeah, Corey's also human.
Yorgia isn't human, but she just doesn't have dark vision.
You can ride on my shoulders if you want.
I could carry you across the puddle.
You know, I think we should all just jump over the puddle.
You want to
think we
jump
can jump
20
over the-
feet?
It's 20 feet of puddle?
It's a huge
What?
puddle.
It's a big.
It's a
Can I-
big puddle.
Sounds like a
Huge
challenge.
puddle.
Can I use my agility skill to do some parkour shit and avoid the
You can
puddle?
you can certainly try.
Okay.
Also,
D6.
yes.
I got a 2 again. What the fuck? I think the bot's broken.
And
String
your current
broken.
rank, your current rank in between socialite and maniac is what?
I am at a 4 for this on the maniac scale.
Yeah, you unfortunately, you go and try and take a leap and try and do like a bit of a wall dash from what little you can remember from the teachings of your mentor. Unfortunately, you can't quite get the grip and balance that you wanted at the when you hit the wall. So unfortunately, especially given the shoes that you're in, they slip and you fall on your side into the puddle.
Damn. Okay. Yoga just gets
Nice
up and
try.
keeps walking.
You begin to notice as you kind of get yourself up and begin to walk farther, it is the some of the water that got into your hair, it's actually very sticky. It's making your hair lump together. It's not comfortable.
Alcohol.
It's a slime.
Oh,
What?
is it slime? Hello?
Tyler.
DM.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of how I can make you roll to decipher this. Um,
Well, Georgia touched it because she put her hand in the water.
yeah,
So.
Yorgia did touch it because she fell into it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, considering you have dark vision and you see this happening, Anchor, you can deduce that, yeah, this is in fact some sort of slime.
Ooh.
Maybe they have some sort of slimy creature guarding it.
As
Maybe
you say
Siobhan can
this,
seduce it.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
as you say this, you feel a bit of a rumbling, a bubbling in the material at your feet. Also noticing that the train of your shawl and your dress are being tugged at a little bit as the rest of you begin to see this material, this slime, begin to slowly attempt to coalesce into the center of the room, getting taller and taller, pulling Yorgia's dress and shawl.
No,
Oh
no.
no.
Georgia is like
Oh no.
is trying to pull back her dress and like keep it from like getting taken in by this creature.
Roll me. You know what? Just roll me your skill. Roll me agility.
One sec. All right, roll. 5.
Hey, you got it as you manage uh with a little might with a little bit of might you manage to not only pull your shawl and dress out of the other pulling slime, you also manage to make distance by jumping out of the way, getting closer to whichever door that you wanted to. I'll tell you the sigils later. As the slime begins to slowly form more, you see, like all of you see a sort of glow as all the shimmering that you saw before begins to form together into the vaguest depiction of a face. Little shines for eyes, nostrils, a little bit of shaping and contouring, along with the lips and the line of the mouth. You see this weird face thing look around for a moment before looking at you, Georgia. It begins to shift a little bit as it begins to slowly begin attempting to copying your form.
Oh, I don't like that.
Well, don't be rude. Say hello.
Uh. Oh no, this is like some sort of security tag thing.
As it is slowly continuing to morph itself. It's starting at the base where it got your dress. You see uh, the shines that are kind of like the eyes starting at the bottom of your form, almost like a barcode style, slowly going up. And the farther up that it goes, the more that its form is finalized into yours. What are the rest of you doing?
Yorgia grabs. Well, I know this is not the rest of you, but Yorgia grabs her dagger and starts like slashing it at this creature before it can take her form completely. Like, and as she does, she announces it's trying to copy our form so it can tell the guards that we were here.
Well, that's not.
The maniac,
Nope,
as
actually don't.
you go to slash this bugger.
Angus, can you do some sort of fire thing? I think that'll be effective against this.
No, I
I-
don't want.
Oh, I would
Oh,
recommend.
you'll either melt it or harden it.
I will save the circumstances of your one after I hear the others.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick,
Uh-oh.
is the floor here made of stone?
The floor is in fact made of stone.
Cool. I cast Mold Earth to separate the entire party from that thing to where it cannot see us.
Well, problem with that, your guess at the other side is at a different part of the room. You guys have a bit of difference in between you guys
Okay.
and
Does
her
it
and the slime.
Squish it into the
Squash it.
ceiling, or like,
I just okay, fine. I
Or, like,
open a
drop it in a
hole in
hole.
the I open a hole in the ground directly underneath it.
Well, wait, do you
to-
wish to terrify it? Do you wish to use your skill and terrify it?
I mean, will this not terrify it?
It will certainly terrify and want you to roll for terrify.
Okay. Well, suppose I don't know how to do that.
So just roll me a d6, tell me the number, and I'll let you know if you succeed or not. It's based on your current rank between socialite and maniac.
I don't know what my rank is for either of those currently.
Yours, considering
at
there's
3 right
there's
now.
been nothing happening, you're at a 3.
Oh,
So you need to get a 3 or above for it to pass.
okay. That is a 4.
Which you pass as what spell did you say that you wanted to do?
I said mold earth to drop it in a fucking 20 by 20 foot square foot hole.
You definitely spooked the crap out of it as just suddenly the floor under it gives way while it's in the middle of its inspecting Yorgia. Unfortunately, not really able to react. It doesn't have enough sentience for that. While it's attempting to scan, it just quickly begins falling down, and its eyes are the last ones to go. Yorga, you see that it was about halfway, if not 3/4, done with scanning your form before it has now fallen another 20 feet, and you hear a distinct
Then you just make like a little squish noise.
yes.
I clear my throat as I cast mold earth a second time to just seal the hole over, and now that thing, if it is alive at all, is now trapped in that hole basically forever.
Nice.
I go,
I hold my
"Shall
hand
we-"
out to Angus to high five.
What is that you're trying to do there?
Oh, you slap my hand. It's a sign of respect.
Eh.
Nice.
Yeah. It is very dainty when he does it. It is like someone blew a gentle breeze across your palm.
Nice. Okay, let's go.
All right, all right. So there's 2
Hey,
doors,
what are the sigils
There are
look like?
3 doors.
3 doors.
Each one has a different sigil.
Can I just kick down each of the doors and see which one it is? Or do I recognize the sigil from our descriptions of the swords?
You From the description of the Sword of Faces, you don't remember Lady Enya specifying, well, or even Corey or Tori being able to specify which door it was in. I don't think you kind of realize that none of them ever got that far. The three sigils, one of them you see as a tree of life. You see another one that is the sigil of Eltmaris, and you see the other one that is the sigil of Degdebal.
It's gonna be the one behind Degdeball, I think. It's gonna be Degdeball.
Not Anchor, you're the brain. You should try and figure it out.
No, it's I know for a fact it's going to be Degdeball.
Yeah, but
Oh,
What?
you
Oh Lord.
you have a set.
Use your skill.
You can use. I will allow you to roll because you are the brains of the group to roll to deduce which door you think
wait.
the Sword of Faces may be behind.
Hang on, you cut
or
out
you
a
can just
lot.
ask
Oh,
Yorga.
hang on. You cut out a lot when you all were talking at once. I did not get any of that at all.
Oh no. So, because your role is the brains of the group, I am giving you a chance to roll your d6 to see if you can deduce which door you think the Sword of Faces is behind.
Okay, let's do that then.
Go for it, man.
I already know which door it's going to be behind, but we're just rolling.
It's a
for whatever.
2. I'm just gonna trust Yorga.
It's going to be behind the door that's Degdeball's symbol. It's just going to.
How do you know?
Because Degdeball's a god of chaos, and the Sword of Faces steals your fucking face. So
Which is
it's gonna
chaos.
be behind Degdeball's door.
Well, let's hear what Anchor deduced after the roll.
Yeah.
These are certainly doors.
They are certainly doors. They are symbols. I mean, it could be behind any door. I
just
mean, it can
recognize
make
the tree
sense
of
for
life.
any of them. Oh, Maurice is kind of protection. Deck the Ball's kind of chaos. The Tree of Life is the Tree of Life. But if
I
Yorga
recognize
says
it-
it's behind Deck the Ball, then it's behind Deck the Ball.
I recognize the tree of life because it's on my shield.
Yup. Yup. So,
I like how Anchor's way of being the brains but also stupid is just making obvious observations.
But I mean, his skill is dumb.
yes.
He got the best combination right there.
Right. Which still isn't quite out of character. As you all make your way closer to the door of Dectable, you notice that there is another little bit of writing, bit of carving that's on the door that roughly translates because it's in middle Rame, not quite modern Rame. You can all of you, considering you all are fluent in Rame enough, can roughly deduce that it means only those with power in their hearts can proceed. As Kree, using your javelin,
Sounds
I
like
want you to
courage
roll
to
me
me.
for courage.
Heck yeah, where are all my dice? Here we go.
Give me a d6.
That is a 4.
You get it as you suddenly have this kind of epiphany as you see a bit of a crack in the door. You hold your javelin for a moment. For a moment, the rest of you think this is a little out of character as you see this little itty bitty kitty Cree just lunge this javelin, the spear of the javelin, right into this crack, and immediately you see a spark of light as the crack extends diagonally. If not for the arcane energy with this, possibly breaking the door ceremoniously in half before before it parts into the voids of the sides, leaving a gateway, and there's about a 10-foot hallway, And there stands Alex.
I did it.
Oh shit.
No time
Georgia
to
brings
talk,
out
let's
her
attack. You know
dagger
what this-
again.
No time to talk. We just attack.
Oh yeah, we just go straight for him. Like,
Yeah, go
we
for it.
all just
Wait,
bum
let
rush him.
me let me do my thing.
Want to terrify?
Yes.
I want to terrify him.
Do it.
Roll me for terrify, and if it works, tell me how you want to terrify.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 6.
Okay, before you go so deep into that, your way of terrifying is so cathartic and so sinisterly satisfying that I need you to bump up yourself a point in Maniac.
Hooray.
So tell me, how do you intend to terrify Alex?
Well, as all of my friends are getting ready to start kicking asses, I start walking forwards directly towards him. And since I am a sorcerer who can do this, I start charging a fireball, 2 different fireballs in both hands. The only thing illuminating my face is 2 very, very large spheres of fire that deal 8d6 damage apiece. As
Well,
I
we don't
just
need.
grin evilly as I slowly walk towards him. I don't even say anything.
Well, we don't need to quite worry about how much damage you deal based on
Well,
dice.
no, but I'm saying like realistically, they look painful.
Realistically, yeah, they're very painful. As Alex looks at you all for a moment, especially at you, Angus, because you rolled so well, he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And you see his hand quickly scurrying back behind him, and you see a bit of a light behind him as his hand goes to a wall behind him. The light flashes, and you see the silhouette or the lining of a door appear as it opens to the inside, and he immediately rushes in.
Do I still have my javelin, or did that disappear?
That did disappear.
Dang it! I was gonna throw it at him.
I still have
Uh,
fireballs.
I wanted to say something to him.
I'm gonna throw my fireballs after him.
Terrify
Yes.
again.
Sure, fuck it.
Go for it.
Put your head on. Do-do-do-do. That is a 5.
As you're the weird cathartic energy now within you going on, and the weird sense of power and euphoria that you're feeling from seeing this tall man who was such a pain in the ass before suddenly cowering, you can't help but feel a surge in you as the before the fireballs, before you release them, you kind of expand them just a little bit, and the heat is very, very intense before you launch them. He is unable to stop it, as he is now stuck in fear, wailing, wailing in pain as he is left burning inside of his armor, still alive, but burning. As in the middle of this area, you see a very, very dark colored, if not obsidian, blade laid
Yes.
out on laid out on a stone bed. No scabbard.
Is it the Sword of Faces?
It is in fact the Sword of Faces.
Georgia rips off her cloak and wraps the sword in it, and just immediately takes it.
Roll
while
me
the
your
rest of them-
agility real quick to see how well that actually works.
Yeah, and Georgia is doing this while the rest handle Alex. 5.
Not even the rest, just Angus.
You actually managed to get it on well. Where are you putting it exactly? Are you putting it completely around? Are you putting it on the blade? Are you putting it on the hilt?
I because of how long and massive my the veil train is on my dress, I just basically rip off that top layer, and it's like 8 feet of cloth, and I'm just wrapping it around the whole dress, the whole sword multiple times, so that way, like, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna get skin on skin contact with this sword.
Okay, good, because yeah, just one layer of that sheer would not have been enough.
Oh yeah, no, I've wrapped it around like many times, and
Yeah, with 8 feet on a with a sword, swords averaging about like 3 foot in length, you would probably get about 2, 3, 2.5, closer to 3, kind of wraps around. You'll be fine.
yeah, well, yeah, it's what's it? Because it's like considering how it goes around the body, it's about like a few like 3 feet wide by
Mhm.
8 feet long. So
Oh,
I'm
you
getting
would
a
get
lot of
more than
reps.
enough.
Yeah. So there's no way in hell anyone's touching this thing.
Thank you, Yorga.
Good. Very good. Yes.
All right, now let's set this man on fire. Twice.
Well, I mean, he's already on fire.
Let's set him on more fire.
Yes. You want to learn how Oxer's nuts got burned off?
Why would you do that to him, man?
Why wouldn't I?
This is the evil timeline. I'm so glad this is not canon.
You know what? Because of that, Ankor, I want you to roll me for Maniac. Actually, everyone roll me for Maniac. And you need to try and get lower than your score currently. Because all of a sudden, there's a wave of silence. And there's a faintest sound, a almost like a disturbing, haunting white noise as Yorgia, in your hands, you see the Sword of Faces is trying to emanate an aura that is mostly blocked by your shawl, but small bits of it are still echoing out through this sound.
I got a 3, which is lower than my score because I'm at a score of 4.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 1.
I got a 2.
Wow, and we need to get lower. These dice are all for us.
Apparently.
They want us to end on time.
However, Cree,
Yeah.
because you rolled a 1,
Uh-oh.
unfortunately, it does the opposite effect for you, my dear kitty, as
Well, it's a good thing I didn't have any points in anything else so far.
well, I mean, you were at a 3. Everyone started at a 3.
Yeah. So
However,
it's like I'm still in the middle, so I'm not too far gone.
right.
I think.
However, as you look at this sword for a moment, somehow feeling drawn to it, you can't help but want to take off the veil.
Cree.
Ooh. Hmm.
Like she's not like she's kind of like stepped toward it. She hasn't moved her arms or anything, but I'm gonna say like she's definitely like got that wide-eyed look that she has when she sees sparkly things.
Yeah, the
Cree.
shawl is sparkly, and the pommel is very, very sparkly underneath.
Oh no.
Cree. No, I just wrapped my arms
Nope.
around
Nope.
her.
Nope.
No, look at Yorga. Yorga, her dress is sparkly.
Not so sparkly without the shawl.
No.
Make,
Yorga's nice. Yorga,
make the
you can
dress
hug
sweet.
Yorga. Yorga can hug you back.
Cast minor illusion to make lots of pretty sparklies over in my direction.
Oh, you can only
I don't know.
use
Am
stealth
I?
at this point to terrify.
No.
Oh.
Your
I scare No, I don't want to scare Cree, even if this isn't canonical. I'd feel so bad.
It'll
Okay,
be good for her.
You're here. Oh, what am I?
Man, how? Jeez. One
Does anyone
point,
have
I'm
any
already just
jewelry?
like,
Who's wearing jewelry?
I think.
The only one
I-
who's really wearing jewelry that is described wearing jewelry is Cree with her jingle bell collar.
always wear jewelry. Do you think I took all my piercings out? Have you seen my character's ears?
I'm
Fair.
I'm just gonna grab Cree. No, I don't want to shake her.
I mean, you can just hold on to her. She's 5 foot. She
Hey,
might be
you're
the
still
muscle, but she's
feeling
not tall.
very, even with all of this, you're still feeling very, very compelled. You're starting to wonder, why are they so scared of a sword?
I'm gonna terrify. I want to terrify.
Or
Do
no,
it,
I'm going to
please.
terrify.
Please.
You
I want to
Huh?
have to do it. You
Roll
have
to
to.
terrify. Okay.
do it.
Roll
I don't want to
terrify.
die. Okay, so I'm at a.
But you have to get higher than your current
What is,
rank.
what is my current rank? I believe it's a
Okay,
4.
so wait. If I was
It's
at a
4, so
4
you
right
gotta
now?
get
3,
4 or above.
I'm at a 2 now, right?
No, in
Oh, I
fact,
thought you
because
said my thing moved.
yeah, I haven't said that your thing has moved quite yet.
Oh.
Okay, so
Okay, I thought you said I got a point in like social or something.
I
Never
rolled
mind.
I rolled a 4.
Which succeeds.
Yeah.
How are you terrifying the kitty?
3. If you take one step closer to that sword, no dessert for a month.
Oh no!
Oh my
Immediately,
God.
immediately she backs away. She backs so far away from that sword. She's on like the opposite end of the room of that sword.
Cree, thank you.
Now, everyone,
Sorry, it was really shiny.
All
how are
right.
you going to get
It's
out?
okay.
I understand.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so I have an idea, and I'm not sure if it's good.
Well, we don't have
Okay.
any good ideas right now, so let's hear it.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, so I'm going to put this under my dress. Somehow. We'll figure it out. Does anyone have anything that I can use to like tie this underneath my dress?
Well, Siobhan is wearing a very long shirt, which they're clothes. She can rip apart her shirt for that.
Do it.
I mean, you do have the blazer over top as well.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
I can just I can just like wrap the blazer around myself and the sword to hold it in because it's not like we're gonna need to move any fast for at least my idea. And then
True.
we can pretend that someone is piss drunk and we're trying to get them out, and they can use their ridiculousness as a distraction of like just be as stupidly drunk as possible, and everyone will just want to be away from us and we'll just be like, oh sorry, we need to go and get this idiot home.
I love it.
Like draw attention to be a distraction.
Perfect.
Who's going to do that?
I can do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bet.
All right.
So it's like turning on a bright flashing light to like draw attention away from like a like bomb or something. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some sort of analogy here, but it's not working. Let's just go.
While you are while you're strapping the blade to you under your skirt, I want you to roll me agility, which is precisely a cross between agility and dexterity at this point for you, to see how well it actually stays and doesn't come in contact with your skin.
I rolled a 6. So, haha.
Hooray!
You do pretty well, and actually, given the spontaneity of this idea and you strapping it to you so well, you feel very accomplished to where you go a point down to socialite.
Hell yeah. So that means my
Hooray!
maniac is at 3 now?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so I think the only one who's not at 3 now is Siobhan at 4, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're all at
We're
3.
all so safe. We're all safe for now.
For now,
Also,
as
I do wanna say that like after the threat from Angus about no dessert, Cree is going to keep her distance from Yorga. Only
Aw.
because she doesn't want to be near the sword.
Oh no.
Want me to carry you, Cree?
Like it's not Yorga, it's the sword, and she wants dessert.
oh,
All right, so let's go. And actually, how about Angus, do you want to get a head start on the whole acting drunk thing?
Yes, actually, Anger, can you do me a favor?
What is it?
Slap me across the face. Both cheeks,
Uh,
if you please.
Uh, uh, okay, but I'll
get-
do a countdown before I do it, okay?
Just,
So that you can brace
yes, that's
yourself.
fine.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
that's
You're
fine.
trying to get a rosy complexion, right?
Well, that too, and I'm also trying to make myself cry.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. I. Uh,
actually, wouldn't it be Cree that should do it because she's the muscle?
yeah.
That's
Either
the
way, it's I'm
5-foot
not
bard
picky.
with.
Okay,
Wait,
but now
you're trying to
but
get a
now I
rosy
want to
complexion, right?
make-
Come down here.
Yeah,
Isn't there
now I
just
want
something we could use as like a red color that
Oh,
would
I
work
mean,
better? That's what
I
Cree was
mean,
about to suggest.
I mean, sure, it probably would. However, this is funnier.
Alright. I I I say I'm sorry before I just slap Angus twice.
Start crying these big, soft anime style tears down my
Oh,
cheeks, and
beautiful.
stumble down the way and just drunkenly say, attempting to drunkenly say, I can't believe he would do this to me. I thought he loved me, you
I
guys.
just shush
I
him
thought
like,
he
oh no, no, shush, shush,
loved
shush, shush, shush. No, it's okay. You are beautiful. You're
I thought
perfect. You're handsome.
Okay,
me.
let's go home now. Georgia starts leading the way out, and
As
once they make it,
all of you,
before
as all of you with
anyone
the
is around.
sword, as all of you near the sword begin to feel it pulsate again, all of you except for Kree, since you're keeping distance, I need you all to roll again. You're again because you were close. You have it right at your hip. I need you to roll a disadvantage.
don't let me roll no more. There.
I
Oh,
rolled a
I
2
got a
again.
1 anyway. So
Oof.
What'd you get?
I got a 1 anyway, so I don't really need to roll anymore.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was going to say, once we make it out to the ballroom, Georgia immediately gets a drink from a server. Like, she walks ahead and grabs a drink from a server and then puts it into Angus's hand as he's crying, just to for added effect.
Have we even made
You,
it back out
as you
of the
walk,
dungeon area yet?
yeah, you have managed to walk like all the way back up to the stairs, heading your way towards the like getting out of the wing, getting closer to the ballroom. Right as you get the drink, Georgia, you feel the shawl begin to give just the faintest bit, and you feel the pommel begin to feel at your skin. It is cold. It's like ice.
Oh no.
I as just feeling it like this, I need you to roll again.
Can we steal a guard's scabbard? I feel like that would work at this point.
Another 1.
Oh no.
You immediately go up 2 points in Maniac as the aura of this, as it has begun to connect with as you feel it at your skin. It feels uncanny. It feels terrifying, like a weird embrace, as you can't help but feel like there's someone looming over your shoulder, as the feeling of the coldness of the hilt near you begins to feel colder and colder, feeling it spread across your hip.
Okay, Georgia is holding up is holding her face as best as she can. She looks over at Angus and says, and whispers in his ear, "Make a scene," as she walks immediately out the door and just keeps walking.
Well, easy enough. Um, okay, very quickly, what is one noble that I notice right around me that I know from like my studies?
One
My
noble that you see is a rather not too shabby elder gentleman, um and Vidian Enmakor. His hair dark brown, graying in a few spots, um a darker complexion, soft turquoise kind of eyes, um alongside with some company, of course, having some very casual drinks and conversation.
Okay, then I storm up to him, still pretending to be drunken, and splash the drink that is in my hand in his face, and I said, "I can't believe you would do that to me!
Oh,
I
heavens!
can't believe you would do that to me! I thought what we had was special. You
I
told
just
me you were going to leave her for me. I can't. I just..." And I swig with the tiny few droplets that are left in my drink. I just go, "I can't. I can't. I'm leaving. I am leaving." And I
I
like
just
storm away.
I just follow Angus and just look at him like, "Have you no shame?" And then just follow
Georgia.
Angus. Wait, please.
As Georgia.
Yeah,
The
Georgia
final.
has not stopped walking.
Yeah, you have made quite a distance between you, you and the rest of the group. I will
Yeah.
not have you roll at disadvantage, but give me one final roll.
All right. If I get another one, I honestly deserve going insane or getting face taken or whatever. Oh, it's another one.
No.
The
Stop rolling with
Can-
Evan.
Okay.
Wait, roll one more time. That's
oh,
3 ones.
Siobhan's wanting to say a thing. Siobhan,
What?
Hang on. So Siobhan is the thief of the group. Can I attempt to snatch the sword from
can
Georgia
certain-
before anything bad happens?
From under
you can
the
certainly
dress.
try, considering it's under her skirt.
Ooh.
Well, I mean that'll be fun for me.
Wait, does Siobhan have a crush on Georgia? When did this happen?
During this one shot, apparently.
Siobhan is at most bi. Well, at least bi, I think.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I'm
roll
gonna,
me.
I'm gonna roll for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Come on. Oh, not hardcore fail, but I fail too.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you go to stretch out your arm and get under one of the plates of Georgia's skirt, you can't extend enough without feeling that other people are noticing. As the only thing that you really do notice is Georgia's face all of a sudden just going blank as she continues walking out, like closer towards the front doors, and the doors are still open, but for a moment everything goes silent as there's an air that grows all the more
Um,
eerie as everything begins to hone in on Georgia for a moment. Those that can see her face see a slight twinge of a grin
hey,
as she looks down at her
I
side
have
for a moment where the sword is.
Can
She brings her arms from underneath her skirt, seeming uncaring of what shots that others can give, as she undoes the tie of Siobhan's blazer that holds the sword to her side. The shawl
can
undoes, sprawling on the floor,
I have a
as she goes to
can
grab it by the hilt.
can in a show of courage on Kree's part, can she and on all fours, because she is in cat mode right now, because she knows what this sword is doing, or at least she knows what it's probably do at this point. She's going to can I roll to run up and like I don't know, like she's not gonna touch the sword, but like she's just gonna kind of like half
Stab it
tackle
out.
Yorga, like half tackle Yorga in an attempt to just like smack the sword straight out of her hands.
Roll me courage, kitty.
And it's strength too.
Yes.
She's the muscle of the group. At
So
that
with that,
work.
considering you have both, I will let you do it at advantage.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a much better roll the second time. I got a 5 the second time. First time was a 2, but I got the 5.
Oof.
You bonk her. You managed to like bonk her out of the way enough to where it's enough force to where Yorgia loses grip on the hill. Unfortunately, it's not that far away, so Yorgia, having
Cree is on
lost
top
herself,
of
is
Yorga
trying
now.
to reach over to grab the sword.
Kree's
Spiker,
on top
spiker,
of
spiker,
Yorga.
spiker.
She's on top of Yorga trying to keep
Yorgia,
her
I
from
will
getting to
give
the
you a
sword.
chance to.
Pull
I
myself
will
out
give
of
you a
it.
chance to roll to pull yourself out of it, given that you have cute, adorable, worried kitty Cree in front of you.
I rolled a 4, which is higher than my maniac level.
You begin to you begin to pull yourself together, like life coming back to your eyes for a moment, the grin going away as you see Cree right in front of you.
She's just concerned cat face.
Ooh. Yeah, Georgia sees the sword and like sees like that it's like detached, and like she realizes what just happened, and she doesn't care about hiding it anymore. She wraps it back up in the shawl and just starts like puts it under her arm, making sure that it's covered, and keeps going.
Why don't you roll me agility so that you can try and dash your way out of this?
Oh god. Oh no.
Oof.
Rolled a
Oh
1.
no. Oh no.
Stop rolling with it,
Can-
please.
Oh no.
You
Oh,
you
no,
go
no,
to
no, no.
dash and you
That's
have
way
it under
too
your
many
arm
ones.
and you're ready to run. You run, but it slips from the shawl behind you as you were just dashing. You don't care. You want out. You want away from that thing.
Oh, damn it. As I notice it falling out of my as I notice it falling it out of my hands, I like let the shawl go, I let the sword go, and I like point at it to Kree, and I'm like, Kree, get it, and I just keep running.
No, not Cree.
I don't care. She's the
Okay.
closest one.
Are
So
there
Kree
any
gets it.
curtains? Are there any curtains or anything?
There are a few. There were a
Okay,
few
so
like
can I-
there are a few like tapestries.
What's the closest thing that looks like it's pullable down?
There is a there's a flag, a rather hella large flag. It would be a lot better to just try and pull a part of it as opposed to pull it fully from the wall.
Is it too high for Cree? If so,
It
I
is
can
too,
throw.
yeah, it's too high.
I'll throw you.
Well, no, you can't because you followed Angus.
Yeah, you did. You're with Angus, which is on the other side of the room.
Where's Siobhan?
Yes. Oh,
That is a good question.
Siobhan's still with you guys.
Okay.
Who's you guys? We
so
have a split party.
Yeah. So and
It's Angus
still
and
with
Ankor right now.
Yorgia, who is currently running, and Kree.
Okay, so then Siobhan is tall. She can get it.
Yeah,
I'm
she
down.
can get
I can
it.
get it.
How tall is
I'm like at least 6. Am I 6 feet? I'm very tall.
Yes.
Okay. So nearly as tall as Ankor. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely say you can, especially given that you have a finesse and you have whistle with you, you can definitely. I'll let you roll for finesse to see how well you can pull the thing down and cut a piece of it.
Okay. Let me do that. I was plugging in my phone because I'm about to die.
Ooh.
Gotta say,
Oh,
that was a
dying.
close
But
one.
I'm good now. Okay, cool. Rolling for it. Here we go. Oh, buddy. 2.
2. Yeah,
Two.
you go to reach and grab for a piece from uh, the first thing that you see. Unfortunately, you pull so hard that it detaches from the wall and it just loops over you. It's going to take you a little bit to try and get this off of you. It is that huge.
Okay.
Katie, it's up to you.
Oh god. Okay. Okay, so the doll thing is
You have the sword that is on the floor. You have a few spectators who are just dumbfounded looking at everything like, what the fuck is going on? What is this sword? What are these folk?
I'd like.
you'd think as a veteran is my
Also,
primary
at this point,
have
for the
an idea.
sake of simplicity, Angus, Ankor, you guys have come out of where you guys were before, and you have caught up with Kree, seeing the sword on the ground. Yorgia is far out in the courtyard, getting closer towards the gate, and Siobhan is under a giant tapestry.
Why don't hey
Yeah, this actually
guys,
seems nothing
how
gone
about
well.
hey guys, how about you just steal a coat off of someone and use that?
Well, because we already got this tapestry, might as well use it.
Too late. Well, yep. This
Yeah,
this
have
plan
Anchor
can be
help with the
executed. I'm going.
tapestry real quick.
It's like
not?
the tapestry is like 40 by 60 feet, dude.
It's too big.
Oof.
You can't.
Kree is,
It's
Okay.
too much to carry.
Kree is literally wearing a shawl.
I mean, it's a tiny shawl. How are we supposed to? Well, if she wraps the handle up with it and is just very careful not to touch anything with the blade,
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
at least we can get it a little ways more away.
Alright. I want to point at a random individual and say, "You there, give me your coat. Coat. We need to get this sword safely out of here."
You look at the individual and you see that it is in fact Harrison as he looks at you just dumbfounded. Okay. Carradine, stop for a moment. And you see Carradine gently hovering over his shoulder as he quickly takes off his blazer and he just tosses it to you.
Thanks, Harrison.
Not a problem.
No
Hey,
longer a game. This sword is dangerous.
yeah, get that to. You know, the jig is up at this rate. Get that to Lady Enya.
Yes. I'll make
the
sure that
place.
she knows that you helped.
Be safe. Try not to go too insane. Don't want people ripping off any of our faces.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to.
Kree goes over to Angus at some point and is just like, I got close to the sword. Do I still get hurt?
You
Oh no.
still get dessert. It's fine.
Alright.
She's like sniffling a little.
Alright, I'm
gently
trying
pat
to
her on
lift
the
the sword by the handle with the coat without touching it. Like, I don't want to use my hands until the idea comes across my head. Oh, wait, I can just wrap my hand around it and grab it.
As long as you have you notice, thankfully, as you take the coat, take the blazer that Harrison threw at you, and you have it around the hilt, and even stupidly enough, managing to have a little bit loom over the top of your hand so it doesn't hit the guard. You notice that you're not feeling any aura. You sense it definitely, but it's not trying to manipulate you.
Pussy.
All right, let's
What
go.
kind of jacket is his? What kind of jacket material does Harrison wear?
Thick ass leather.
Fair.
Harrison, how do you
Let's go.
operate with this?
Yorkia is like in the distance, like waving her hands, like "Let's fucking go."
Yeah, time to leave.
Go.
Start running.
Anchor is just running, going.
one
sake of
hand on the sword, the other hand like hitching up the dress so he doesn't trip on it.
As for the sake of simplicity, we will say that all of you, in a not so spectacular blaze of glory, storm out of the estate, heading straight towards the gate with this dangerous enchanted sword in one of your hands, and you just go straight out, head back to your wagon with the puppers, and get the fuck out of Mealeqbanejo. And that we is
Hooray!
Holy shit!
We did it!
We got
I'm going to make sure that Enya knows that we could not have done it without Harrison.
I want to know what happened to the others. Like, what did they have to face something similar? Or did they get something
Well, I
else
have a doll.
entirely in the other wing?
I have a doll.
Well, we
Oh,
could
yeah,
save
that's-
that for another time, considering it is now 22 minutes past, and I'm pretty sure some little mousy mouse needs to sleep.
Yeah,
Squeaky,
Robin's been
squeaky.
quiet for a while.
All right, let's do our outro and then let's
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah.
So, with
Oh my
that,
God.
that has been a new episode of Tabletop Continuum, and our final one for 2020. Holy moly!
Hooray! What a
Wow.
wonderful Christmas.
What a wonderful way to end the new year by nearly going insane and killing our friends.
2020 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Fine.
So, with that, my lovelies, this has been Tyler, M, Robin, Austin, Valkyrie, and Melissa, and we say goodbye.
Enjoy your long rest.
Indeed, enjoy your long rest.